governmental palace. That's where we rule. Amen. We had to come to Jerusalem, but we ascended to Zion. He said, rejoice. So rejoice, O sons of Zion, and be glad in the Lord your God, for he has given you the early rain, the teacher of righteousness, for your vindication. And he has poured down for you the rain, the early and the latter rain as before. So there's a teacher of righteousness. So the former rain is connected to sound teaching. So when people put that little disc on in their car and say, send the rain, send the rain, they say, make me right the teaching. Anybody ever heard the tape? Everybody got their own version, but you hear them say, send the rain. I knew. Just a few years ago, I was like, oh, these folks don't know what they be singing. We sung it here. I'll be cracking up in the back sometimes. You know, I'll be like, man, if we only knew what we were singing, but we're basically saying, I'm going to get some teachers that's going to make me right. And give me more to say. That's what we said. Give me more to say so I can get righter. Or better. If we want to be right. Amen. That's the former rain. Moderate literally means the teacher of righteousness. One who actually, one who would prepare the soil of people's hearts to walk in the kingdom. That's what the teacher of righteousness does. In fact, it said it's a rain of teaching. What does it teach? It teaches righteousness. So he wants to bring righteousness to us. And I'm not talking about naturals. I'm talking about a rain of teaching. So that this teaching ministry, the teaching of righteousness, involves pointing you in the right direction. So every time the word is released, on the inside of you, if you don't resist it, if you humble yourself, it'll point you in the right direction. Your spiritual GPS. Go left. Go left. Go right. That's what it should do. It should recalibrate us or reposition you. This is why he sent his spirit in the earth. That's why it's so benefited. So let me close here. As Christians, we believe that the teacher of righteousness prophesied in the book of Joel is none other than Jesus Christ himself. He is also the king of righteousness. That is Melchizedek. Jesus came and taught us by his words and by his perfect life how to fulfill all righteousness. He obeyed the law perfectly, had a perfect understanding of it, unlike the religious leaders of his day. They had a form of righteousness. Remember he told us that you have to exceed the righteousness of the Pharisees. Right? Religious folks like to set the standard and tell you how far to go. But they want to go themselves. That's why some folks, it's easy to tell you what to do, but they don't even do it. That's one thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to give nobody wisdom when I ain't blind. So I try my best to stay silent in certain matters if I haven't conquered it. Jesus himself fulfilled this role as a teacher of righteousness in his first coming, but his second coming, the role which also be assumed by the overcomers who are his body. So in this next manifestation, not necessarily just a second coming, because he's always coming, but there's going to be an overcomer of believers that's going to be called to bring righteousness to the earth. And that is the church manifesting the full character and work of Christ to all men. So you got teaching in righteousness, or a teacher of righteousness. Then you have the Spirit of truth who is instructing us about righteousness. Am I right? Now, there's going to be a people who are going to be formed in their very image that's going to persuade other men about their righteousness. So we are the earnest, and another term for former rain is the earnest of the Spirit. So that's why you came to this church. Say that again, Bishop. That's why you came to this church. So you can become a righteous man or a woman. So that you can raise the standard in your family. I'm sorry. I know it's uncomfortable for you and everybody that's around you. If you don't, look, if you're trying to do this thing with trying to be politically correct or walk the status quo, this is not don't play with this, because this is a whole nother level. But I'm here to tell you, you may be groaning within yourself or in the season of travail, but it's only a season. As we adhere to this former rain, we'll talk more about the former rain, then we'll go in the latter rain, we'll connect the dots, but we need to know that the reason why the Lord has increased the water level in this house is to prepare a people that can carry it. Not just talk about it. Not just be able to impress your friends on the phone to let everybody know what you study. Not under the guise that you got it yourself, but you got it from the house. That don't happen. I know that don't never happen. Amen. Plagiarism on the download. But we need to know that people are looking for the light that we are to be, the manifestation of that teaching, not just us being able to repeat teaching. We did that whole thing on the living word, living epistle. That's what it's all about. So you're sitting in a house like this. God has put a great responsibility for the word that's being heard. Ultimately, somewhere along the line, it has to find a place in you, so that it can become a springboard to change the dynamics in your bloodline. See, the problem we have, we like utopia. We want to be able to get the message across to everybody in the family. So they don't want to go. So we think the God, we lessen the value of what we carry because nobody want to hear us. They don't want to hear you. I'm here to tell you. They don't want to hear you. They want to see you. They want to see your good works and glorify the Father in heaven. So preaching is good. Preaching prepares you. It puts you in a position where you can manifest what you heard. But the litmus test, the acid test, is the manifestation of the information you got. The potency of Scripture in its integrity, in its innocence, as God has said it, not the way you said it. No disclaimers. That's overcoming talk. That's a whole another fact. What's that? Figment of thinking. That's the word that we have to come to. Father, we bless you tonight. We start a new journey. I pray that I can be able to articulate it to them, to this house, that even if you want to provoke us to love and good works, be able to not just hear some things, but to live some things.